Welcome back to my channel. Prior to this, I've already eaten my way through Singapore. So make sure you catch up on those videos too, and I will link them in the description below. While you're down there, hit subscribe and the bell icon so you won't miss out on the next episode of this eventful trip. We begin this video in the bustling city of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. I'm very excited you're joining me, so let's get a move on in this wonderful foodie destination, shall we?
And that's right guys, nothing says welcome to Kuala Lumpur quite like the sight of the Petronas Twin Towers. It is everything Malaysian symbolizes, and here we are in the KLCC Park to start our stay here in Kuala Lumpur. I'm glad you're joining me because it's been 3 years and then some months since the last time I've come to Kuala Lumpur, and to be honest, Kuala Lumpur is one of my favorite cities in Southeast Asia to visit. Next to Bangkok and Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur is pretty much quite up there. For those of you who have known me since the days of airliners.net, you know that I shuttle between these 3 cities from Singapore like they are my second home. So anyway, I cannot wait to get my stay here in Kuala Lumpur started so I can showcase to you what I normally do when I'm here. I mean, what else can I do? I'm not here as a tourist, I'm normally here to eat. So come along on this journey and I'll show you what I do. Let's go. I know I said that I'm not here as a tourist, but I'm starting my visit in what is possibly the most touristy part of Kuala Lumpur. So welcome to Bukit Bintang. This is the Pavilion Mall behind me, really high-end mall. And that's Bukit Bintang behind me. So I have one place in mind. Let me get out of this fountain because it's extremely noisy. So yeah, I have in mind to go somewhere for dinner tonight. This place holds a lot of memories for me, so it's really all about nostalgia. I'm keeping my fingers crossed it is still opened because when COVID happened, a lot of restaurants, they shut and they never opened again. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this place is still opened. So let's head there now.
Bukit Bintang has to be KL's shopping and entertainment district. It's home to a dizzying array of retail outlets, malls, cafes, bars and night markets. It's definitely the starting point for a tourist if you're not familiar with this city. Because from here, you're pretty much a short distance to most touristy attractions. Other than COVID-19, I don't ever recall a time when Bukit Bintang did not have a traffic jam. Because what you see here happens even in the wee hours of the morning. Truly a city which never sleeps.
Thank God it is still opened. This is the Ship. This place brings a lot of memories for me because, you know, growing up in Singapore, our family was privileged enough to be traveling quite a fair bit in the late 70s when I was born, and throughout my entire life when travel wasn't that common for Singaporeans. So our family traveled quite a fair bit and we came to KL a lot, and my grandfather used to take me to the Ship. So this place has been around since my grandfather's time. He has sadly passed away now, but whenever I'm back in Kuala Lumpur, I always come to the Ship because it's all about nostalgia. Right, this place brings back a lot of good memories for me because my grandfather introduced me to the world of steaks because of the Ship. So let's head in there for dinner tonight. Alright, let's go.
The Ship is one of those iconic old-school steakhouses which was opened in 1972. The decoration in here has remained like this for as long as I remember. They've tried to expand into Singapore unsuccessfully and now remains thriving in Malaysia with 6 outlets spread around Kuala Lumpur and Penang. There are many appetizers to choose from, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a must-have. The escargot bourguignon is rich in its buttery, creamy garlic goodness. I love my escargots, and I would really fly back to Kuala Lumpur purely for this. When I lived in Singapore, I actually drove 4.5 hours one day just so I could have a serve of this. Sometimes I swear, I have cravings like a pregnant woman. All thanks to my grandfather, I learned to appreciate a good steak from a young age. You'll be spoiled for choice here at the ship, because this is after all their speciality. So here's a serve of carpet steak stuffed with smoked oysters. Oh my word, doesn't that sound heavenly? And I only have my steak medium rare, no more, no less. The menu said oyster sauce, so I really thought it was one of those they used in a Chinese stir-fry. I was not expecting this flavor-packed oyster gravy. OMG! This was so good it made my toes curl. The oyster flavor came through very strong, but not enough to overpower the steak, so I still got to savor the goodness of this slab of Aussie beef.
I'm never done with dinner number one. So my friend is actually coming to pick me up now. And we are going to eat. We are going for dinner number two.
So I guess I have to switch off my music because now he has to, I don't know what he's doing.
Copyright strike. So you have to turn off the music.
Okay, wait, where am I? Wait, I need to go a bit in front. Okay, let me do this so that I can stop my video. Okay, so now you have two choices. You either want to go for nasi lemak or Petaling Street.
I'm just gonna nibble. So what's the best?
I think nibble, then we go Petaling Street.
Okay.
Because nasi lemak then you have to have like proper.
Yeah, exactly, the lau, right?
The lau and all that. And tomorrow we are already eating terkaba. We already eating a whole pig trotter.
Yeah, we had everything all planned out. Okay, so let's go to Petaling Street.
Let's go Petaling Street.
Petaling Street is located within KL's Chinatown. In the daytime, it's bustling with stalls and vendors filled with haggling tourists, so it's a heaving, thriving street. At night, after the stalls pack up, it quite literally transforms into something else altogether.
So we find ourselves in Petaling Street. In the daytime, all these shops are open. So after they close, the street becomes alive with all these chairs and tables, and all the eateries open at night, and it becomes a street full of restaurants. I saw the rat. Yeah, there was a rat. So because there's a rat, that's why the food tastes so good. I don't know. Yeah, but this is where we're gonna have our dinner tonight.
For dinner number two, we head to Seng Kee. It's old school, pretty much like me. The good thing about eating in KL, food arrives very quickly. We start with a serve of chili clams. This was oh so good, finger-licking delicious. We also have yong tau fu, which is pieces of tofu and vegetables stuffed with fish paste and then deep fried. And then there is this, lo shi fan. Literally translated from Cantonese, it means rat's tail noodles. Pretty fitting since there were rats running about. Everyone comes to Petaling Street at night for this, and every supper restaurant will have their own version. They all come in a clay pot, bubbling as it's placed in front of you. There is an egg which you will mix into the pot while it's still hot, Then you spoon it up, finally consuming it like you've not eaten for the last 10 years. This is absolutely mouth-watering, and the reason why I enjoy my food.
I know I'm messy, but in Malaysia, this is what we do. If the food is good, okay, we'll eat everything. Like for example, I'm eating clams. Of course, I'm going to throw the clam somewhere. So we don't have to throw it in any plate. Just throw it on the table. And this is a test to the food being good.
Someone will come and clean it up. It ain't gonna be us.
Yes, not us. We are in Asia. Well, technically Malaysia.
Yes, we are. Alright, so we are done with Seng Kee. So this is dinner number 2. I've really eaten too much today already. So I can't wait to get back to the hotel to sleep. And then we will meet again tomorrow.
For lunch.
Tomorrow for lunch, yes. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 2 in KL. Alright, see ya! And here we are in the area of Brickfields. Now Brickfields is the little India of KL. And this is one of my most favorite places to be in because Brickfields is just located across the road from KL Central. And KL Central is quite literally the transport hub of Kuala Lumpur. So you have all the trains from different lines converging into KL Central, interstate, airport trains, intercity trains, inter-suburban trains. They are all concentrating, all of them radiate to and from KL Central. So this is a very convenient place to be. And of course, across the road from KL Central, in Little India, you'll never ever go hungry, whatever time of the day. So with Little India literally at my doorstep, I thought, nah, I'm not gonna waste money on a hotel breakfast. So I'm gonna try to get something to eat out here. And you are very, very spoiled for choice because the options are just endless. So let's take a walk to explore what this area has to offer.
The post office is located between Escort Service Apartments and the new Central Mall. And directly across from the post office, you'll find this narrow little nondescript pathway which seemingly leads to nowhere. Stay with me, let's keep on walking. Voila! Hidden from the outside world, you'll find this cluster of hawker stalls thriving in a world of their own. I've come here on a weekday morning for breakfast, when most have already started work, so it isn't that crowded. But this place gets packed to the brim, so if you're a solo diner like me, come outside of lunch hours.
This, a gem that I found. I mean, I've always known about this place, but if you are not familiar with KL Central, or if you're not a local, it's pretty unlikely that you'll be able to find this hidden little hawker center here, which is located just across the road from KL Central. Yeah, so I've been coming here for years, and I always look forward to walking in here to see what's new, but you know, these hawkers here, they've been here for a long time. And yeah, the problem is always deciding what to eat, so wish me luck.
So, after a whole lot of mming and ahhing, I zoomed in on mee kam pua. I've never had this before, so here goes nothing. Mee kam pua was created by Fukchao migrants from China when they settled in Cebu, a little town in the state of Sarawak in East Malaysia. The name kam pua literally means a dry plate in Fukchao, so this is a dry noodle dish. It's been tossed in pork lard, light soy, fried shallots, and white pepper. Thrown in there are minced pork, char siu, and crispy pork lard. A little pork broth is added to bring it all together. While the ingredients might sound bland, the end result, however, is a bowl of heaven. The combination of these individual flavors come together to create this explosion of joy, and yet the delicate taste is gentle and isn't overpowering. This is definitely a good introduction into a noodle dish if you cannot handle heavy flavors.
So that was the hidden hawker center for you just across from KL Central. It's called Money's Corner. This is my go-to whenever I'm here at the KL Central, and I'm ending my breakfast with a curry puff, snack from my childhood. This has potato curry in it, and oh my god, it's spicy, but it's packed with so much flavor in it. So I'm gonna go back to the hotel after this, take a rest for lunch.
In a blink of an eye, it was time for lunch. Trust me when I say I don't eat like that when I'm back in Australia. No, seriously, I would burn a hole in my pocket.
So we're here for lunch, and we found ourselves in the suburb of Bangsar. Here's a little interesting fact. I lived in KL for about 6 months in 2016, and I lived in Bangsar. So I hung out here a lot, and I came here a lot for my meals. Now I'm gonna take you through this. I'm gonna show you today KL Chap Fan. Now a lot of dishes that was created in KL all has roots in the Cantonese dialect, like Chap Fan. Chap Fan is mixed rice, and we have things like Lo Shi Fan, like we ate yesterday. That's Cantonese as well. And yeah, so 如果你係講廣東話嘅咧，你嚟到 KL 係冇問題嘅。佢哋呢度多少都係識講廣東話嘅。So yeah, here we are. This is the Lucky Garden Chap Fan. This I ate here a lot when I was staying here. So yeah, let's go see what Chap Fan is all about. All right.
Some of the best budget foods in Malaysia is the quintessential Chap Fan. It's very commonly found in coffee shops like this one, and are incredibly popular during traditional meal times. I've come just before the lunch crowd so I can showcase this in all its colorful glory. It is simple, home-cooked dishes paired with white rice. And you pile your plate up as much as your plate can physically handle, and then you're charged accordingly to how much food you've taken. It's a simple enough formula. You pay for what you take. The dishes range from vegetables to meat and the preserved stuff, all steamed, poached, stir-fried or deep-fried. You are able to mix and match so you can imagine the combination possibilities. It's a different plate of food with every visit.
So you've got what? Fried chicken, you've got egg, bitter gourd, and
Tofu.
tofu.
Trust me, if I can put any more, I'll put.
So I've got tofu skin. This is curry. Is this wild boar or just curry pork?
One bowl. I
my
think
God.
it's bowl.
Boar. Okay, whatever. This is a curried pork or wild boar, and I have pieces of tofu. I'm actually not hungry, so this is actually just a snack. And you ordered soup as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Joanne has also ordered soup. So this entire meal was 33 ringgit.
Yeah, with the drink,
Yeah, with the
which
drink.
is about 10 Aussie.
Yeah, which is about 10 Australian dollars. It feeds 2 people. Now do you know why I ate here a lot when I was living in Bangsar?
Yeah.
Gosh.
The physical level can be email. Say, okay, this is what you do.
So this is definitely a taste of home. So you've got a very strong chicken broth, chicken bone broth, and then there's onions, carrot,
Potato.
and potato. There's supposed to be corn, right? ABC.
Everything depends. Some places in the corn.
Yeah, so there's no corn. Anyway, yeah, the name of this soup is, we typically call it the ABC soup. Yeah, so those are the basic ingredients in there. All these simple ingredients come together to produce a broth that is flavor packed like this. Yeah, it's very homey. It feels very homey. And yeah, extremely flavorful broth. And that was the massage done. I'm like, oh my god, that was such a good massage. It's always good to have that to relax your body, and then you're all recharged to come out and do a whole lot of walking again. Yep, so I'm still in Bangsar. Joanne is still up there finishing her 30 minutes of massage because she got a longer session than I did. So she's still up there, and yeah, so I'm gonna walk around Bangsar because I used to live here, so I like to come back here to, you know, it just brings back a lot of memories when I'm here because I used to live here. Well, anyway, nothing represents multiculturalism like Bangsar does. So we had lunch at a Chinese Chap Fan. So you've also got your Melayu nasi padang here and your Indian mamak soles. So forget the divisive politics of Malaysia for a minute. Multiculturalism is very much alive here in Bangsar. You have eateries from all different ethnic groups combined into this little area. On top of that, you also have cafes, restaurants, and I'm talking about top quality stuff, right? And they are all here on the street. So in the daytime, you have your daytime eateries, and after the sun sets, another new group of restaurants, they will open their doors and then it looks different again. So yeah, this is Bangsar for you. You can never go hungry here because there's always something going on at whatever time of the day. So I'm gonna settle down somewhere to have coffee while I wait for Joanne to finish her massage. Yep, come, let's go. Bang, minta teh ais limau satu. Teh ais limau, teh ais limau. Minum sini. Okay, terima kasih. Saya duduk kat luar ya.
Time always flies in KL. Before we can burp our lunch away, it was time for dinner. Tonight, we're driving just slightly out of the city, so I don't really know where I am, to be honest.
To be honest, I'm not sure where I am, but we're heading there for dinner tonight. This restaurant you see behind me is known as Restaurant 88, and it's located along Jalan Batalong. Yeah, that's what I think the address is. Yeah, so we're heading there for dinner. So let's go. So we're meeting Bibi, another friend of ours. And we made sure that we are all very hungry so we can eat more. So I hope you're hungry, yeah?
Yes.
Hungry, okay.
Very.
Yeah, very hungry. Come, let's go eat.
As much as I love my air conditioning in this terribly humid evening, I'm willing to forego that comfort for some hearty, tasty gastro satisfaction in open-air old-school restaurants like this one. Restaurant 88 is one of those places people in KL talk about, so bookings are essential. They are frequently booked out for a long time, so call in advance. Our original booking of 5 had shriveled down to just 3 of us. That's okay, more for us to eat then.
三個
唔理得放飛機嘅啫嘛。
唔緊要，今晚我哋食晒啦吓。
The whole reason why people come to Restaurant 88 is because of this braised trotter. Every other table has this turning about on their lazy Susan. In fact, you'd need to pre-order this when making the booking. This superstar of a dish is pretty much the Beyonce of Destiny's Child. Every other dishes you order to accompany the trotters immediately pales into the shadow, destined to be a sideshow.
This is the highlight of this restaurant, the trotters. Oh my god, like this is so good. I mean, if you're crazy about pork, this is definitely it. You gotta come here to have this though. And they've also provided us with crispy fried bread for you to soak up the sauce. Like, oh my god, seriously.
Okay, I eat first.
Here we have chili prawns, stir-fried water spinach, braised tofu, and as if this wasn't enough, we added a serve of salted egg crusted prawns as a homage to my Singaporean roots, plus a plate of fried vermicelli. If I had it my way, I'd order more trotters, but that would just be silly. All the dishes we've had tonight were extremely tasty and a testament to KL as one of Asia's top foodie destinations. Oh yes, we have to end with dessert as well, and we each had a bowl of shaved ice to conclude our wonderful evening of laughter and catching up since we haven't seen each other because of COVID-19. What a strange few years it has been.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna end the video here at Restaurant 88. Hey, what's the name of this place? The area that we're in?
Jalan Batalong.
Jalan Batalong. Okay, Restaurant 88 in Jalan Batalong. So I'll end the video here. Yeah, so hit me up on Instagram if you want to know what I'm up to next. But more importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified every time when my content comes up, okay? Leave a comment, join the conversation. What do you think of food in KL? Yeah, so in the meantime, take care all of you and I'll see you for my next video. Alright, bye.